Well, good afternoon. It is Tuesday. It's a little bit before 4 o'clock. I'm looking for myself on my Facebook page so that I can see any any comments and everything. Oh, there it's showing me live. And there I am. All right. It is Tuesday. Oh, I keep forgetting until I hear it. I forgot to mute my laptop so that I don't get feedback. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday, April 22nd, and it is almost the end of our 2024-2025 catalog. Can you believe it? It feels like it just came out last week, but it has actually been out for almost a year now. And we are getting ready to go to our new catalog. And if you haven't seen the cover of the new catalog, I'd show it to you, but I don't have it at my desk. Oh, hold on one moment. I'll get it for you. I can't show you the inside yet, but I can show you the outside. It's beautiful and all sorts of fun things. So, this is our catalog for 2024-2025. Here is our catalog for 25-26. If you don't have a demonstrator that you are working with right now and you would love one, please leave me a comment, or if you're watching my replay on YouTube, you know, that one. Leave a comment and I will reach out to you and I will get one to you as soon as I can. But this is our new catalog starting live May 6th. So I think that's, I want to say, but I can't look on my calendar. I think that's 2 weeks from today. I don't have a calendar at my desk. I usually use my phone calendar, but right now my phone is recording, so I can't look at the calendar on that. Hey Tammy, hello, welcome Pin, my friend. I can't wait to watch your video from this morning. Yay, Claire and I made it on time. Hi Debbie, welcome. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. I enjoyed it. I had my son down visiting. He came down to visit and hung out, and he went to church with me on Sunday and then hung out with his dad and watched hockey all day Sunday afternoon. And we just had a great time and everything. And then I had a wonderful day off yesterday because the school district I work in, we actually always get the Monday after Easter off. So it was a blessing. It was a wonderful day. I got to hang out and have lunch with some friends and just relax and catch up on a few things. So it was a great time. So let's go ahead and get started. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock. Welcome all of you. Tammy and I, for Teach It Tuesday today, decided to do a sketch challenge using sketches found in the current catalog on page 22. And there are 22 sketches, and we have chosen sketch number 11, which is the one I've circled here. I can lift this up so you can see a little bit better. It's a delayed. Patty, it was fun to see you guys yesterday. I had a good time. So anyway, this is the sketch we're going to be doing. I can't wait to see Tammy's. I saw her end result, but I didn't get to see her do it yet. I'm going to watch her video shortly after I finish this. But let's go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. And I am actually using a DSP that came out with this catalog, and it's called Take to the Sky, and it was part of the, I believe it's Take to the Sky suite. So let me look for that. It was a fun suite that had airplanes and all that fun stuff in it. Yes, it's Take to the Sky suite. We're going to be using this DSP. This DSP is available right now. Actually, I think it's on low inventory, but it is available. And so we're going to be using this. I haven't used this a lot, and I really wanted to play with it again some more before it goes, it becomes not available. So anyway, we're going to use that today, and we're going to make a thank you card. So we are using my favorite color, Night of Navy, or one of my favorite colors. I love all the blues, but Night of Navy and Smoky Slate. and we're going to use the Take to the Sky DSP. We're also using the So Swirly embossing folder. It's one of our giant embossing folders. Here it is. And we use this, and I loved this. I thought this would be fun to tie in because of the topographical look of this DSP that we have here. So let's go ahead and get started on making this. It's really, really simple, and I will have all of the measurements. I will tell you what the measurements are as we're going along, but I will have all the measurements and supplies I used in my blog that you can find. I'll give you my blog address after we're finished creating this card. So let's go ahead and have fun. So our first thing to do is our Smoky Slate card base, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and fold it over and burnish it with our bone folder. All right, and then we're going to set it aside. Well, actually, let's go ahead and do the inside first so we can get that done. What I've done on the inside is something I've learned through something called Love It, Chop It, and it's a Kylie Bertucci thing. She is a she and her husband Bruno are demonstrators out of Australia, and they have the Love It, Chop It, which encourages us not to hoard our paper, but to use it. And I am going to use it as a background or a mat for the inside of my card. So this piece of DSP is 4 by 5 1/4, and then the white piece is actually 3.5 by 4 3/4. And let's go ahead and attach these. I'm going to use my Stampin' seal. Sometimes I grab the glue, sometimes I grab the Stampin' seal. I'm not really picky, so it's whatever I'm feeling in, whatever's on the mode. Now see, oh, this I didn't rub it down too quickly, so my Stampin' seal is actually pulling up a little bit. I didn't have it centered. This is where actually using the multi-purpose glue is actually better because it helps you, gives you a little wiggle room. There we go. But if you don't push down on it too hard, you can actually lift it if you need to. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and just put this in there. I love how the Night of Navy on this DSP pops off of the Smoky Slate. And I think we're going to go ahead and use, and this is the other side. This is a fun side as well. We're going to use a little bit of glue. Let's see, that looks like it might have dried a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use a little bit of our multi-purpose glue, Tombow, and this way I can center it and I have a little bit of wiggle room. So there we are, and this is a thank you card, so this is the perfect area for adding a thank you note. If you have a lot that you're thankful for and you really want to write a nice note, you can always mirror this on this side as well so that you have the same thing, or you can just write, put a piece of white cardstock on this side as well. Actually, mirroring it would look really nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and burnish this again and set it aside. And then we're going to take our Night of Navy and our So Swirly and our pieces. There we go. We are also using, oh, I'll tell you in just a minute. All right, so here we go. Just looking for any, you sing in the choir at church. Oh, Claire, that's beautiful. I'm glad you enjoyed singing in your choir at church on Sunday. All right, so what we're going to do is this piece, our Smoky Slate in the swirl, the So Swirly DS embossing folder is 4 1/8 wide and 5 3/8 high, and that gives us a 1/16, so very, very little trim around it, but I like it because it allows me to add a little bit of dimension to the card base without trying to actually do the embossing folder on the card base itself. So we'll just go ahead and add that layer in there, and we're going to use a little bit of glue so that I can have wiggle room if I need to, because when you have such small margins of space for your mat, you want to have a take advantage of having wiggle room. So, and I will stand up to do this so that I can make sure I get it nice and even. There we go. That looks fairly even to me. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think my next stamping table, when I get my new craft room after my husband retires and we move, is I'm going to make sure I have two heights of tables, and I'm going to have one that's standing height so I can stand and do some work, and also a lower one for sitting. All right, so now our next piece is our Night of Navy, and this is 3 3/8 wide and 5 1/8 tall. And I'm not going to put it on there yet because we're going to attach our pieces. And for your DSP, what you need is you need 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 3. And then you need 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 1 3/4. And we're going to just sort of place them on here first to make sure we get them lined up just right, because you want as even of spacing around the edge as you have actually in the middle. So it looks like a perfect spacing. And it looks like I need to stand up to do this as well so I can get a bird's eye view. Or a plane's eye view, a bird's eye view. All right, so we're going to put that there. And I'm going to lay this out before I glue, just so I can make sure everything's in the right place. And so we're going to do that here. And we put our two 1.5 by 3 inch opposite of each other. And then our 2 1.5 by 1 3/4 opposite of each other. And see, that's perfect. You can see the spacing is perfect around there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull my glue, and I think I'm going to stand up to do this. This is, maybe I'll go with, you know what? I think I'm rethinking that. Not 2 different heights, but just all the same height, but one area where I can stand and one area where I can sit. I don't know. Haven't decided. It depends on what my room is going to look like to begin with. Have no idea. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to put this one on top. And I love having it already laid out so that I can see and make sure I have everything spaced just right. So we'll do that. All right. A little glue, so we'll wipe a little edge right there. All right. So let's see. So did anybody have anything fun to eat for Thanksgiving? For Easter, did you have a traditional meal of any kind, or how'd you guys do? We smoked. My husband has a Traeger, or we have a Traeger. My husband loves to smoke meat, and my son loves to eat smoked meat. So we smoked a tri-tip and some chicken thighs, and I love smoked chicken. It's so yummy. Actually, I have a couple pieces thighs left over, and I'm going to cut one up for a salad tonight. But we smoked that, and then I made the family macaroni and cheese. Debbie says, not macaroni and cheese, sorry, not family macaroni and cheese, the family macaroni salad, which was a recipe of my husband's grandmother's, or great-grandmother's, actually. So I've got all my pieces glued on here, and you can see even space. Debbie said her husband's retired, and now I'm building a casita in the backyard. Deb's Diva Den. I love it. All of my paper crafting. Oh, awesome. Building an island like in my kitchen that I can stand and sit at. Oh, that's a good idea. A ham dinner. That sounds yummy. You know what, Debbie? I like your idea for the craft room. And at one point, my husband was talking about, he was exploring the idea because he wants a big shop to do truck work and work on cars and motorcycles and things like that. And he was talking about actually putting maybe a craft area upstairs in that. But I don't know. I sort of like working in the house, and I don't know if I'd want to work upstairs in that area, just because I think it would probably get too hot, and I don't want that. And I don't know. I like the idea of working in the house and not having to go upstairs to get to my craft room. I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, I'm going to put a little glue on this. And we're going to center this on our card base and our So Swirly. All right. And there is the card. Now we're almost done. I have my 2.5 inch by 1/2 inch wide smoky slate for our sentiment. And I'm using Thank You from our Simply Said photopolymer set. I love this. Oh, I need it. Yes, I need an AC for sure. But the idea of, I don't know. I like being where I can see and nobody can scare me. Nobody can sneak up and scare me. And that's what I'd be afraid would happen if I was really into working in my craft room and it was upstairs in the workshop. So anyway, I'm just funny about that. Matter of fact, if you see my craft room here, I'm in what used to be my dining room, because we have a formal dining room, but there's nothing formal about our family at all. And I like it because I can see anyone and hear anybody that's coming in, so nobody can startle me. So that's why I like it. Matter of fact, I can look out the door or outside the window if I want to see it. All right, we're just going to go ahead and put our Thank You, Night of Navy. And we're going to stamp that there. Perfect. Let's close this up so I don't get my finger in it. And where's my paper snips? And I'm just going to cut it at a small angle from one corner down. I love, let's see, does that match? It looks like it matches pretty good. I could have done a flag, but I like the edging and how it angles like this. And we're going to use our foam adhesive sheets. Here's a skinny one. We'll cut that down. We must be comfy. Oh, yes, we must be comfy when crafting. I don't want to be sweating and miserable. I want to enjoy it. I also want to make sure I have a bigger TV in my craft room. I don't have a TV in my craft room. At one point, I could never figure out why people had TVs in a craft room. And I started crafting a lot more, and I'm like, oh, now I understand why. Because I like to listen to movies and music and watch things that I can listen to. And we're going to put that right there while I'm doing my crafting. I can catch up on movies. I like to listen to The Voice. That's what I love to watch and listen to. I don't really watch it. I listen to it. Is there anything you guys like to watch and listen to when you're doing your crafting out of curiosity? Share with me in the comments if you like to listen to music or if you like to watch TV or catch up on news or whatever the fun stuff you like to do. So let's go ahead and we're going to use now our basic gray and smoky slate pearls. And we're going to use a couple of the bigger ones. I'm going to use the smoky slate ones, not the basic gray. I like the lighter ones. I'm going to use a bigger one. I think I'm going to put the bigger one here. I put it on the other side when I did the other card, but we're going to put it in here. We're going to put a small one here. And then they usually suggest going in 3s. So I think I like, let's see. Ooh, let's put it down here. I like that. All right, so there is our card. There we go. Our card is done. This was a simple card. That's one of the things I love about these sketches is they can be so easy and so fun and make beautiful cards. So, as a matter of fact, I might make, I'm trying to decide. I've got one of the secretaries we work with is retiring, so I'm probably going to make her a card. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use one of my kits or if I'm going to use one of these layouts. So Claire is loving this card. Oh, I'm so glad you love it, Claire. Football games, NASCAR races, music, or silence. Ooh. You know, football games I can do. NASCAR races, I'm really not into NASCAR races, but I do have family that's into it, and they really like NASCAR. Music, most definitely. I am a music person. If I don't have the TV on, I've got my Spotify going. Silence, I don't like silence. You can probably tell by the way I'm talking. But anyway, just wanted to share the card with you. Here we go. Our card is complete. Oh, Patty, I'm so glad you love this card too. I love these colors together. And I'm really starting to love this designer series paper. Perfect for any thank yous for your airplane enthusiast. And so, or anybody who likes drafting, because this sort of reminds me of drafting. It's got the graphs to it, and it's got the what could be like black line drawings and things like that. So it's really cool. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you love it. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. You can find all of the dimensions and watch a replay of the video if you'd like, and all the details of this card on my blog tomorrow at www.Stampin with Jenn. Stampin has 2 N's, Jenn has 2 N's, at stampinwithjenn.com. I will have all of this here, plus I will have a link to Tammy's if you didn't get a chance to watch Tammy's and you want to catch Tammy's replay and her card. I saw a picture of it and it was beautiful. Thank you, Debbie, for joining me, and thank you, Claire, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Actually, Debbie and Claire, where are you guys from at? I'm curious. I know where Tammy's from, and I know where Patty's from, but I'd love to know where you guys are from. And while I'm waiting to see that, I'll go ahead and let you know also, next week is a special Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny, because it's actually Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny Scrapbook Trio, and Patty Bennett is joining us. We will be doing the Wildflower Birthday Scrapbook Kit. Oh, Scottsdale, Arizona. Awesome. We'll be doing the scrapbooking kit Wildflower Celebration or Wildflower Birthday. And as always, Patty will be on at 9 a.m. and she'll be doing layout 1. Tammy will be on at 11 a.m. doing layout 2. And then I will be joining you at 4 o'clock Pacific time doing layout 3. And we all have some wonderful memories to share with you. And we're looking forward to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a take on the layouts. We're not going to do the layouts exactly how they have them, because it's easy to follow instructions. We're going to show you what you can do with it. So I look forward to that. I know Patty and Tammy are looking forward to that too. See, Claire would like to stay home from school to watch next week. Well, nope. Spring break will be over. Okay. So, well, spring break will be over. We had spring break already back in March where I'm at. We had spring break for the last 2 weeks of March, and we're back in school. And we've got, I think, 5 or 6 weeks left of school. And then we are on summer break. So I'm looking forward to that. So, but anyway, thank you guys for joining me from Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you, everybody, for joining me from the Bay Area. And I hope you join us again next week. Have a great weekend and enjoy the weather. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.